Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to say Kolayim La, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Harakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone who do rule and teach well. The young brother here, Shamash 1. And I'm going to be redoing this video. I think I titled the video Age is Just a Number. I recorded that on my phone. Audio is having some really strange peaks. I looked at my speaker. I blew the dust out of my speaker. That didn't really work. I was recording using the audio recorder on the phone, and that worked a little bit better, but it's kind of awkward to have to hold it up or try to prop that against something to be able to record. So I did some digging around and I found the old microphone, and I'll just be using this. Tested it out, it works. So this is how I'll be doing it. Just dump it into Odysee and edit it, so on and so forth, the little post-production type thing. So we're just going to do this again. Once again, I'm on the King James website, the website created by, the beautiful brother out there in, London, GMS I think he's on GMS FAQ 2 now. He created this site. It's amazing, the King James, I've been using it for months, and it's a great site. So I went to his topics and I just chose what topic. Age doesn't matter. The brother, pretty much made the backbone of this lesson. He had precepts in here and I just added a few. So Lord willing, it'll be edifying. So the first precept is Job 32:9. Great men are not always wise, neither do the aged understand judgment. Right, so great men are not always wise. The first part, right? Who are the great men of the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American community? One, they're all sellouts. Right, they've all went down to Egypt for help. Right? They've all joined the secret society. Whether it's the Black Boule or whatever portion of it, Masons. Whether they're master Masons or whatever rank they have. Right, the great men of the so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American community have sold out, man. All right, what are the great men, so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American community? Just off the top, right? I'm not really interested in the whole celebrity thing, but you got like the movie stars, the actors, the actresses, and even when you notice that in all these movies, like there's plenty of, like theater talent that's out there that are like kind of in the underground. But whenever you see these movies, despite the overwhelming surplus of talent out there, what do you always see? You always see the same people in all these movies. You know why? Because they're in a secret society. That's why. All right, they're tapped in. All right, and for those guys to get tapped in like that, they got to do certain things, man. Very nasty things. Look up. Was it Truth is Stranger Than Fiction? You can find that guy on BitChute, Odysee. Watch his documentaries. Now kind of break it down for you if you're new to it. Neither do the aged understand judgment, right? So the aged, right? So what they call them in with Jake, man, the old heads, right? Old heads. Right? These old heads, they like 70, 80, and they still ain't got this shit together, man. You got women that are 60, 70-year-old still shaking their ass, man. All right, they still ain't got it together. They don't understand judgment. You can't look to these older people out here for any sort of guidance, man. All right, you gotta look to the truth. All right, you gotta look to the truth. And first and foremost, you gotta look to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai for that guidance. You gotta pray for Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai to deal with you. All right, I'm speaking to myself first and foremost because hey, I need to pray more too, man. We all need to pray more. Next one, Ecclesiastes 11:9. Right, so if you young, right, it don't matter. Right, so if you're on the younger side, man, listen, these older people don't know nothing, man. You at maybe 16, 17, I personally came into the truth at around, I want to say 19. That was when I first started watching GMS videos, and started camping at around 20. Right, at your young age, man, you know way more than people that are like 40 and 50. Just knowing something that's milk to us is meat for them. As something the brother Rakamiam always talk about. Something that's milk to us is meat for them. Alright? Next precept. Ecclesiastes 11:9. Rejoice, O young man, in thy youth, and let thy heart cheer thee in the days of thy youth, and walk in the ways of thine heart, in the sight of thine own eyes. But know thou, for all these things, the Most High will bring thee into judgment. Alright, so rejoice in your youth, man. Keep a balance. Alright? Let thy heart cheer thee in the days of thy youth. So enjoy yourself, man. As long as it's not the Shabbat, right? Which the Shabbat just came in over here in Brooklyn. It came in 4:37. I was cutting it a little close. I was in the gym and I was just looking at the clock, making sure, okay, let me hurry up. And I wrapped things up around I was like 4:20, and then legged it back home. It's important that you keep up to date with time. Look at have like a visual timer on your phone, and that'll help you out, help you help you stay out of trouble. But of course, accidents happen and so on and so forth. You just gotta pray on it, right? But do try to watch. We're supposed to rehearse the righteous acts, so do try to watch and be cognizant. Have GMS info doc or a channel that always posts the new moons and Shabbat. Set that up with your Chrome or on your phone to always open whenever you turn it on or open up the program or whatever, the app, right? So it's always on your computer. I don't know if they call it like an opening page or something, opening URL, so give that a try. So it's just always there. Right, and let me see here, in the ways of the heart and in the sight of thine own eyes, but know that for all these things the Most High will bring thee into judgment. So exactly, when you pass on, everyone gets judged, right? So don't overdo it, don't overdo it, because if you overdo it, then you're gonna get brought into that judgment, man. All right, which in this time now, I mean, if you get killed now, I mean, you'll just come back in the kingdom, man. I mean, killed in terms of as a 2/3, you just come back in the kingdom, But if you're on the right track, we know that the dead in Yahushua shall rise first. So if you're on the right track, and then something happened to you, you get something that's realistic execution, right? Because we know that the U.S. government is after us. We are actually criminals, to be honest. According to the American government, we are criminals. I mean, I just got to put it out there. We're domestic terrorists. According to them, we are criminals. So, Jacob's trouble, that's where you see that somebody should be cast into prison, right? So on and so forth, right? The hour of temptation, If you die during that, you'll just come back on the chariots, all right? Next precept, Ecclesiastes 11:10. Therefore remove sorrow from thine heart, and put away evil from thy flesh, for childhood and youth are vanity. So I went to Bible Hub, and it's the NLT version. So refuse to worry and keep your body healthy, but remember that youth with a whole life before you is meaningless. That's right. Youth with a whole life before you is meaningless. So don't obsess over it, Be balanced, all right? So here, other versions say, New International Version, therefore banish anxiety from your heart and cast off the troubles of your body, for youth and vigor are meaningless. That's right. So try to keep yourself in order. Try to keep yourself, in shape, right? But understand that, youth with a life ahead of you, which in our time, there is no life ahead of you. So that doesn't really apply to us like that now. There is no life ahead of you. This is it, man. It's over. You see, how as it's talking about, I think I maybe mentioned it before somewhere, I don't know, the housing market crash. I put it in the community tab. That's coming out. Famines are coming out. Those things are still coming out. They could very well come up with another, pull out another sickness, and out they're behind or some shit, and because all those labs, and they do it on purpose. They have labs in these colleges, which I think is like a level 2 laboratory. And basically, level 2 laboratories are way less secure than like a level 3, which is like military grade shit, right? So that's how they're able to make these excuses that, oh look, it leaked. They do that shit on fucking purpose. Let's get out another precept. You know, Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Alright, so remember thy Creator in the days of thy youth, and that's twofold youth in terms of being young in the truth. Like, I'm young in the truth. In terms of, I've only been in this truth, I'd say over a year technically, but I've been camping for a year. That's nothing, man. That's 1%. That's 1% of a day to the Lord. 1% of 1,000, I think, is one. Let's actually double check that, because I'm not really too savvy with big math like that. Certain things I'm good at. Yeah. No. 1% is 1. It's 10. 1% of 1,000 is 10. So that would be like 0.5%. So that'd be 0.5%. That's 5. Oh, damn. That'd be 0.1. Yeah, 0.1%. So that's 0.1%. 0.1% of a day to the Lord. Alright? That's how long I've been out there. That is minuscule. That is nothing. Alright? That's why you don't get vain or you don't get proud, man. Alright? It's nothing, man. Alright? Of course, it's boasting on the right hand, because, you know, Apostle Paul boasted about not taking money from any of the churches and working, you know, but that was different. That was him boasting on the right hand side, you know, in righteousness, that, you know, this is the way, you know, you need to do it. You know, that you don't really need to, like the apostles, the elders and apostles, they could ask for money, but they don't need to. They work, you know, and they're fine, you know. So they work and they don't ask for money. You don't see them you know, every video saying cash app, you know, or selling breakdowns, you know, sell the truth. What is it? Buy the truth and sell it not. You know, you don't sell the truth. It's ridiculous. Remember now the Creator in the days of thy youth, right? On one side, being actually young in the truth, being of a young age, and also being young in terms of you know, you're just starting out, right? Well, the evil days come not, right? Nor the years draw nigh, when I shall say I have no pleasure in them, right? The evil days are coming nigh. All right. So while things are still going on right now, we're not in Jacob's trouble right now, right? Remember the Creator right now, man. Don't wait until these things really get bad when you're gonna say, okay, well, now I'm gonna stop doing it. I'm gonna stop, you know, gang banging and stop fucking robbing and stealing people. I'm gonna stop whatever the fuck it is, man. Whatever the fuck people do anymore, because I don't even really pay attention to Jake like that, man. Fighting, robbing, stealing, fucking smoking weed, selling drugs. All right, stop that shit right now, man. All right, while the evil days come not, man. All right. It's like, yeah. This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 3, verse 27. It is good for a man that he bear the yoke in his youth. Right? It is good for a man that he bear the yoke in his youth. Exactly. Because that ties into this precept right here, Sirach 6:18. My son, gather instruction from thy youth up, so shalt thou find wisdom to thy own age. And these precepts go together. Right? It's good for a man that he bear the yoke in his youth. Right? So when you get older, as it said in Sirach 6:18, my son, gather instruction from thy youth up, so shalt thou find wisdom in thy own age. So as you grow up, you'll have this truth with you. Right? As you age, you'll have this truth with you. You know, as I said, you're not going to age that much, because you know, shit can really go down. You know, next year, this coming up year, 2023, can very well be it. We just watch and pray. You know, we watch and see how these things play out. You know, we have the measuring stick, which is the scriptures, and yeah, you know, so you young, man, it don't matter, man. You know, if you. And I'm talking about young in terms of the world standards, because, I mean, it's all young, but you're really a man according to scriptures. You're a man when you start going through puberty, when you can raise up seed. So really, if you're like 13, 14, you are a man, straight up, a man. That's what people call them, a young man. You are a young man, right? That's young. I guess the cutoff for young, maybe like I'm kind of reaching it like 25-ish, 23, 22, maybe that's it. The cutoff for young. I think about my age, 21, I think that's when you could go off the war. So maybe I'm not young anymore. But, brothers that in that kind of age group, man, don't worry about it. Say, oh, man, I'm not as old as the other guys. Like, nah, bro, just, keep reading, grow with this truth, learn. I implore you, I heavily recommend you check out a page called GMS Homework. And this applies to not just young brothers in general, not just young brothers, but brothers that are physically young, but brothers that are just coming into the truth. Check out GMS Homework, use it and use it. That's how I got where I am. Was just literally GMS Homework. I did some other stuff too, like I would follow like this reading plan. I might do a video about that because I still do have it archived on my computer, so I can actually share it, how the reading plan used to go. But that website, to my current knowledge, is gone. There was a reading plan that was on GMS to 12, some website the brothers created. I think it was from Chicago. Brothers created. It was like the 12 tribes of something like that. The real 12 tribes. I think that's how the website went. But that website's gone now. So and on that website they had a little reading plan. It's not like you read like about 12 to 15 scriptures, 12 to 15 chapters a day, something like that. And it was split up into little subsections like history. You read like 3 of history, 3 of the law, 3 of what was it, the gospel. I think it's from like Matthew to Luke, something like that, and different things like that, But yeah, maybe I'll do that next video. I'll go look at my my Google Sheets, and I should be able to go grab that for you brothers, and I'll post it up, and you brothers could be able to grab it, see it, so on and so forth. But that's pretty much it. That's it. Age just a number. Age doesn't matter in this truth. However old you are, man, just keep pushing. Shalom.